Hey, what's up everyone? Welcome back. Okay, so before I even start today's video, I want you to do one thing. I want you to pull up a calculator on your phone. Seriously, grab it right now. I'll wait. You got it? Good. Now type in $100. Multiply it by 10. You get $1,000, right? Nothing crazy. But what if I told you that same $100, if you put it in the right place at age 16, could turn into over $5,000 by the time you retire, without you doing anything else? No extra work, no extra money added. Just $100, sitting in the right account, growing on its own for decades. That's not a scam. That's not crypto. That's not some get-rich-quick thing your uncle is selling. That's a Roth IRA. And it is hands down one of the most powerful financial tools available to young people. And almost nobody our age actually uses it. Today we're fixing that. This video is going to be longer than usual because this topic actually deserves a real explanation. Not a 5-minute overview that leaves you more confused than when you started. By the end of this, you're going to understand exactly what a Roth IRA is, why starting at your age is basically a superpower, how to open one even if you're 15 or 16, what to actually put your money into inside the account, and how much you realistically need to invest to retire comfortably. Stick with me. This one could genuinely change your life. Okay, let's start from zero because most people, even adults, don't fully understand this. IRA stands for Individual Retirement Account. It's basically a special type of savings account that the government created to encourage people to save for retirement. The Roth part comes from Senator William Roth, who helped create this specific version back in 1997. So when people say Roth IRA, they just mean one specific type of retirement account, and it happens to be the best one for young people by a mile. Here's what makes it special and different from a regular savings account. A regular savings account, your money grows, and when you take it out, you might owe taxes on the growth. A regular 401k at work, you put money in before taxes, but when you retire and take it out, you pay taxes then. A Roth IRA, you put money in after you've already paid taxes on it, and then it grows completely tax-free. When you retire and take it out, zero taxes, nothing. The government doesn't touch it again. Let me say that again because it's important. The money you put into a Roth IRA grows for decades. And when you finally take it out at retirement, you pay absolutely zero taxes on any of that growth. Think about what that means in real numbers. If you invest $6,000 this year into a Roth IRA and it grows to $60,000 over 40 years, that entire $60,000 is yours, tax-free. If you had that same money in a regular taxable account, you'd owe the government a chunk of that $54,000 in gains. The Roth IRA is basically the government saying, we'll let your money grow in a protected bubble forever. And here's the kicker. The younger you are when you start, the bigger that bubble grows. Which is exactly why this video is specifically for you. I'm going to show you some numbers right now, and I need you to actually pay attention, because this is the part where most people's brains explode a little. Let's compare two people. Call them Alex and Jordan. Alex starts investing $200 a month into a Roth IRA at age 18, does it for 10 years straight, then completely stops at age 28 and never adds another dollar. Total invested, $24,000. Jordan waits. Doesn't start until age 28. Then invests $200 a month every single month until age 65. Total invested, $88,800. Both accounts earn an average of 8% per year, which is a reasonable long-term average for a diversified stock market investment. Who ends up with more money at 65? Alex, who stopped investing at 28, ends up with approximately $1.2 million. Jordan, who invested nearly 4 times as much money, ends up with approximately $780,000. Alex wins by nearly $500,000, and Alex put in $64,000 less. That is the power of compound interest combined with time. And you, right now, at whatever age you're watching this, have more time than almost anyone. That is your single biggest financial advantage in life. Not your income, not your job, Your age. Every single year you wait to start costs you. Not a little, a lot. Let's put it in even simpler terms. Waiting just 5 years to start can cost you hundreds of thousands of dollars at retirement. 5 years. The time between 18 and 23, or between 20 and 25. That's it. I'm not saying this to stress you out. I'm saying this so you feel the urgency to actually do something about it after this video ends. Instead of saying, I'll start when I have more money, and pushing it off for another 3 years. Okay, now, let's get into the actual rules. Because there are a few important ones you need to understand before you open an account. Rule 1. You need earned income. This is the big one. To contribute to a Roth IRA, you need to have what the IRS calls earned income. That means money you made from working, a job, freelance work, babysitting, mowing lawns, a part-time retail gig, whatever. Money your parents gave you doesn't count. Birthday money doesn't count. An allowance doesn't count, unless your parents are paying you for actual work and filing it properly. But here's the good news. If you have any kind of job, even a part-time one, you qualify. And you can be any age. There's no minimum age requirement for a Roth IRA. A 14-year-old with a part-time job can open one. A 15-year-old who does lawn care and earns $2,000 over the summer can put some of that into a Roth IRA. Rule 2. You can only contribute up to what you earned, or the annual limit, whichever is lower. In 2026, the annual Roth IRA contribution limit is $7,000 for people under 50. But here's the catch. You can only contribute up to however much you actually earned that year. So if you worked a summer job and made $2,500, you can put up to $2,500 into your Roth IRA for the year. Not $7,000, because you only made $2,500. If you made $8,000 from your job, you can put in the full $7,000 limit. The good news? The actual cash you deposit doesn't have to be the same money from your paycheck. Your parents can gift you money, and you can use that to fund your Roth IRA, as long as you have at least that much in earned income from working. So your parents can say, we'll put $100 a month into your Roth IRA, and that's completely legal as long as you earned at least $1,200 that year from a job. Rule 3. Income limits. For most teens and young adults, this won't apply to you at all, but I'll mention it so you know. Once your income gets above a certain level, in 2026 it starts phasing out around $146,000 for single filers. Your ability to contribute starts reducing. At $161,000, you can't contribute at all as a single person. Again, as a teen or young adult in your first job, you're nowhere near this, so don't stress about it. Rule 4. The 59-1-2 rule and the 5-year rule. You can take out your contributions, the money you actually put in, not the growth, at any time without penalty. But to take out the growth tax-free, you need to be 59-1-2 or older, and the account needs to have been open for at least 5 years. If you pull out the growth early, you'll pay taxes plus a 10% penalty. So the simple rule: put money in and don't touch it until retirement. That's it. This is where a lot of videos stop giving you useful information. They explain what a Roth IRA is and then say, go open one, without actually telling you how, especially if you're under 18. Here's the real breakdown. If you're under 18, you cannot open a Roth IRA on your own in the US. You need what's called a custodial Roth IRA, which is basically a Roth IRA that a parent or guardian opens and manages with you until you turn 18. Once you turn 18, it converts to a regular Roth IRA in your name. This is completely normal and easy to set up. Here are the best places to open one in 2026. Fidelity. Hands down the most recommended for beginners and teens. They have a youth account for 13 to 17-year-olds and offer custodial Roth IRAs with 0 account minimums, 0 fees, and access to fractional shares so you can invest with as little as $1. Their app is clean, easy to use, and their customer service is actually helpful. Go to fidelity.com and search Custodial Roth IRA. This is my top pick for most of you. Charles Schwab, another excellent option. Also 0 minimums, 0 fees, great educational tools built in. very similar to Fidelity. Some people prefer Schwab's interface. Either one is a great choice. Vanguard, the legendary name in long-term investing. They invented index funds as we know them. Their funds are top tier. The downside is their app and website feel a bit old school, and they require a $1,000 minimum for some funds. Better once you have a bit more money to start with, or if your parents already use Vanguard. E-Trade also offers custodial accounts, solid platform, good for those who want a bit more investment options and tools. What you need to get started: a parent or guardian willing to be the custodian, your social security number, your parents' SSN and ID, your bank account info for transfers, proof of earned income, pay stubs, tax return, or documentation of self-employment. The actual process takes about 15-20 minutes online. Seriously, you go to Fidelity or Schwab's website, click Open an account, choose Custodial Roth IRA, fill in the info, link a bank account, and you're done. The hardest part is convincing your parents why it's a good idea, which is why you show them the math from earlier in this video. If you're 18 or older, you can open a Roth IRA completely on your own. Same platforms apply: Fidelity, Schwab, Vanguard. Just go to their website, choose Roth IRA, complete the application, link your bank account, and fund it. You're an adult in the eyes of the IRS. Go handle your business. Okay, this is the part where people get the most confused, and I understand why, because opening the account is actually the easy part. The harder part is figuring out what to do with the money once it's in there. Here's something a lot of beginners don't realize. When you deposit money into your Roth IRA, it just sits there as cash until you actually invest it. The account itself doesn't make your money. You have to choose investments. Think of the Roth IRA as a container. It's a special tax-protected container. But what you put inside that container is what grows. So what should you put in there? For most teens and young adults just starting out, the answer is beautifully simple: index funds. An index fund is basically a basket that holds tiny pieces of hundreds or thousands of companies all at once. Instead of picking one stock, like buying only Apple or only Tesla, you own a small piece of everything. When the whole market goes up, your index fund goes up. It's diversified automatically, which means one company going bankrupt doesn't wipe you out. The most popular and recommended ones for beginners right now in 2026: VOO, Vanguard, S&P 500 ETF. This tracks the S&P 500, the 500 biggest companies in America. Apple, Microsoft, Amazon, Nvidia, Google, all in one fund. Historically, it has averaged about 10% annual returns over the long term. This is the single most recommended beginner investment by almost every serious financial educator. If you do nothing else, buy VOO, VTI, Vanguard Total Stock Market ETF. Similar to VOO, but even broader, it holds essentially the entire US stock market, including smaller companies. Also excellent. Some people prefer this over VOO for a bit more diversification. FZROX, Fidelity Zero Total Market Index Fund. If you open your account at Fidelity, this is their version of a total market index fund, and it has a zero expense ratio, meaning they charge you literally nothing to manage it. Great starting point if you're on Fidelity. Target date funds. For the truly hands-off investor. These are funds designed for a specific retirement year. So if you're 17 and plan to retire around 2070, you'd pick something like a Target Date 2070 fund. It automatically adjusts its investment mix as you get closer to retirement. More aggressive when you're young, more conservative as you age. You literally never have to touch it again. Fidelity and Vanguard both offer these. The downside is slightly higher fees, but for absolute beginners, they're hard to beat for simplicity. What about individual stocks? Crypto? Options? Short answer, not in your Roth IRA, at least not as a beginner. Your Roth IRA is your retirement safety net. It's not the place to gamble on meme stocks or put everything into one company. You can do that kind of experimenting in a separate regular brokerage account if you want. Keep your Roth IRA boring and consistent. Boring is what makes you rich over 40 years. My honest beginner recommendation: open at Fidelity. Put 100% of your Roth IRA into either FSROCs or VOO if Fidelity lets you buy it, which they do. Set up automatic monthly contributions. Don't check it obsessively. Let time do the work. Let me quickly tackle the questions I know you have. What if I need the money before retirement? You can always take out your contributions, what you put in, at any time with no penalty. You just can't take out the growth without penalties until 59 1-2. So it's not totally locked away, but treat it like it is. The whole point is to let it grow. What if the stock market crashes? It will, multiple times over your investing lifetime. Here's the thing. Every single time the US stock market has crashed in history, it has eventually recovered and gone higher. The 2008 crash, the 2020 COVID crash, every time. If you're 18, a crash is actually good for you in the short term because you're buying shares at lower prices. Stay the course and don't panic sell. Can I have both a Roth IRA and a 401k at work? Yes. These are completely separate accounts. Once you get a job that offers a 401k, especially one with an employer match, contribute enough to get the full match, that's free money, then put additional savings into your Roth IRA. Together they're an incredibly powerful combination. My parents say Roth IRAs are too complicated. With respect to your parents, it's really not. Open an account at Fidelity, put money in, buy FSROCs or VOO, set up automatic monthly contributions, and leave it alone. That's it. You don't need to understand every detail of the tax code to benefit from this. What if I don't have a job yet? Then your first priority is getting some kind of earned income. A part-time job, freelancing, tutoring, selling things online, lawn care, whatever. Even a few $100s of earned income per year lets you start contributing. Focus on earning first, then invest. Okay, we covered a lot today. Let me give you your clear, simple action plan. Step 1. If you don't have earned income yet, make that your first goal. Any job, any side hustle, anything that generates income you can document. Step 2. Talk to your parents about a custodial Roth IRA if you're under 18. Show them this video. Show them the compound interest math. Most parents will say yes when they see the numbers. Step 3. Go to fidelity.com or schwab.com and open a custodial Roth IRA under 18 or a regular Roth IRA 18 plus. It takes about 20 minutes. Step 4. Fund it with whatever you can, even $25 or $50 to start. Step 5. Invest in a simple index fund, FSROCs if you're at Fidelity, VOO at Schwab or anywhere else. Step 6. Set up automatic monthly contributions so it happens without you thinking about it. Step 7. Leave it alone and let time work its magic. That's it. 7 steps. You can have this done by this weekend if you take action today. Drop a comment right now. Are you going to open a Roth IRA this week, or do you already have one? I want to see how many of you actually take this step. I read every single comment. If this video helped you, hit like, subscribe, and share it with one friend your age who needs to hear this. Seriously, share it. Most of our friends are never going to hear this stuff unless we tell them. Next video we're talking about budgeting apps. The best ones to use in 2026, which ones are worth it, which ones are overhyped, and how to actually stick to a budget without feeling like you're punishing yourself. You don't want to miss that one. Thanks for watching. Stay consistent, stay smart with your money. A&E. I'll see you in the next video.